On this video, we're going to be talking about the curses of getting sober. Stay tuned. Welcome back to another episode here at Sobriety University. On the channel, we talk about addiction and recovery related topics. And in this video, we're going to be talking about some of the curses of getting sober. First question might be like, what do you mean curses? I thought this channel was about the positives and the good things that happen. And yes, that is very true. A lot of the videos I've talked about have been about some of the blessings that come with recovery. I think it is important though to focus on or to have in mind some of the negatives that can come with it, because when they do come up, because they will, they won't be so flooring and jarring and potentially lead to relapse. So I know when I was getting clean from stuff, when some of this unpleasant things about it came up, sometimes I would start kind of getting fearful and just kind of being like, okay, maybe this isn't the right path, and starting questioning the decision. So now knowing these, when I do quit something and all these things come up, I'm like, okay, this was to be expected, and then I can handle it a lot better and it's not so painful. So number one is going to be loss of relationships. You might be like, dude, I thought one of the big blessings was that you get to have a ton of great relationships. And that is true. However, that comes after kind of letting go of the old relationships that no longer serve. And this can be really tough. So a lot of the friends that I had when I was using, after I quit, I realized we were just kind of using friends. Like, we never had much in common besides the fact that we did drugs together or did whatever addiction was. And now that I wasn't using anymore, whenever we'd meet up, or because sometimes I would still try to hold on to these relationships, there would just be so much dissonance and we could not connect, and it was just kind of awkward. When I would try to bring up how happy I was in this new life, the crickets would start chirping. And before you know it, they'd be out of there. And I don't blame them, because I probably would have done the same if I was on the other end of it. Now, I do have some friends today that we were much more deeper friends than just the addictions. So I still keep in touch with them today. Big shout out if you guys know who you are. Those are relationships I definitely do not want to let go of, and that I found that after I quit, we had a stronger bond than what I initially thought. I usually thought we were just kind of like using buddies again, like some of these other people I knew, and nope, there was something much deeper. So on the flip side of the curses, there's always a blessing, and in reality, all these curses kind of end up being blessings, so we'll keep that in mind. And so saying goodbye to people that maybe we did spend a lot of time with, initially it can kind of be like a breakup, and it's going to hurt a little bit, and there might be some confusion and stuff. Getting through that phase though is what's going to open up the new possibilities for new relationships to come in. Kind of tell the universe, hey, I'm ready for something new. I'm not going to go back to these similar patterns that I did before. So going on to the next one, it's going to be having to feel feelings again. And this can be kind of jarring, especially when maybe there's been something, for example, I've been stuffing using a substance for so long, and then all of a sudden I'm not using that substance anymore, so that emotion finally starts to come up to be released. And man, it can be scary. And I remember at the very beginning when I was quitting weed, all this stuff was coming up from childhood, stuff that I hadn't thought about in years, and it was just right at the surface. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I thought quitting was supposed to make my life better. Like, what's going on? Like this sucks, this hurts. However, there was a part, like in the back of the head, that knew that, okay, just ride this out. These emotions will not last forever, even though it can kind of feel like they do. And then maybe they'll go away for good. And I'll save what happened with that for the next video, where I'm going to be talking about some of the blessings of recovery. So stay tuned for that one. In regards to the curses though, it definitely felt like a curse, and I was like, how the hell am I going to get out of this? Fear, anxiety, worry, all that stuff can come up. And it's almost one of the consequences of quitting the addiction is now no longer can I numb with whatever substance I was doing. So that leads into number three, which is, crap, I can't stuff my feelings anymore. After a hard day's work or something uncomfortable happens with the relationship, I can't go and use. Damn it. Gosh, it's so easy to pick up a substance, turn on the TV, X, Y, or Z, and just kind of turn the brain off. And that's exactly what an addiction does, is it turns off the brain and the thinking. And that's where the temporary relief comes in. Now though, that the addiction isn't there, there has to be other tools and other things that can fill that emptiness and that void and that discomfort. Sometimes it's just sitting there and feeling it. Other times though, when it's way too intense, that's where finding other helpful kind of hobbies and stuff does. I have a video about finding hobbies and the importance of them. It's going to be in the description below. Feel free to check that out. It goes into a lot of depth on that. And the thing with hobbies though, so since we're on the topic of curses, can be a lot of work to find a new hobby. I have to get out there, meet new people, kind of go through some pain and discomfort. When I was playing basketball, I was recently started, hadn't really played besides at like recess in middle school. And yeah, it was painful because I was playing with people who had been playing most of their lives, so they had a lot of knowledge and skill with the game, and they would get pissed at me when I would fuck up because I had no idea what I was doing. And sometimes they would get, and it just kind of brought up that ego insecurity of like, wow, I thought I was this great, awesome dude, and now people are getting annoyed at me. I have no idea what I'm doing. And that was a bit of a curse of finding that hobby, is that I had to go through that discomfort, that uncomfortable period of integration, let's just say, and learning to respect the game. So with that, guys, best of luck in dealing with your curses. Feel free to comment down below what curses you've experienced in recovery, and talk to you soon. Peace.